Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're looking at the factory droid here from Star Wars. So, a factory droid, quick, I'm not going to be able to pronounce the name, known as a factory drone, it was a common type of labor droid that operated in industrial facilities. Uh, Mozzini used a factory droid predominantly mounted at the entrance of his cantina. Mozzini's on the planet Demphion to collect the cover charge for entry. So it is an interesting looking droid here. I will say that. We do have a little bit better picture when we go through our stats. Now, appearance wise, we get to see this in Western Games Infiltration Supernova. Otherwise, first mentioned, first identified as a factory drone from Han Solo and the Lost Legacy. Otherwise, we do get to see appearances in Star Wars X-wing and Super Star Wars, which was another first appearance. Sources we also have the Guide to the Star Wars Universe, Death Star Technical Companion, Super Star Wars Official Game Secrets, Death Star Technical Companion, Second Edition, and Star Wars Screen Entertainment. We also have a couple different notes and that in here, which I'm not going to cover here today, but it is a minor droid. There's not a lot to it, uh, but we do have stats for the role playing game, and that's what we're going to get to now. All right, so this is from Cybot Galactica. It's a factory droid, of course. Uh, so dexterity wise, we have a 1D. So this is half of what our normal galactic standard would be. We do have knowledge of a 2D, which is at our galactic standard here. Value is a 3D scholar. Um, Scholar engineering is 3D plus 2, appropriate for trying to assemble things. Mechanical is a 1D, perception is a 1D. Has a 2D plus 1 search, I would guess probably for trying to find the next part to assemble onto whatever it's trying to manufacture. Strength is 2D, so it's our galactic standard. It does have a 3D plus 2 for lifting, so whatever it's got to pick up to try and, say, put it onto a conveyor belt or whatever the case may be. Technical is 3D. We have computer programming and repair, which is at a 4D. Droid programming and repair is at a 4D. Let's see. Droid programming 4D. Droid repair is 4D. Machinery repair is 4D. It's kind of interesting that it might. Well, no, I guess machinery repair for trying to assemble things does make some sense. For some reason, I'm thinking like an R2 unit or something similar, trying to go around and repair other things. It is equipped with a humanoid body, 2 arms. It does state 2 legs, although the picture that we have here does not have 2 legs. The one that we have here, I believe, is the one in the aforementioned where it was kind of bolted at the entrance to the cantina. But in a general sense, it would have 2 legs, of course, a head, a high frequency binary comlink, a broadband broadcast antenna receiver system, photorecept- photoreceptors at human range, an auditory receptor, and a vocabulator. This one is being listed as having a move of 0, which does make sense if it's kind of bolted down. But there again, it is listed as having 2 legs. So if it does have 2 legs, I would say probably a movement of 8. Um, Maybe a little bit slower than our galactic standard, but um, maybe not by all that much. It is a size of 1.9 meters tall, so it is a little bit taller than most humanoids. Um, but there again, if we're going to put it into a position, something like what we see in the picture, you bolt it down so it can work on whatever it's going to work on, reaching over the table or whatever you may have it doing. I imagine it working on items in a conveyor belt, trying to assemble it, and then it just continues on down the line, something along that kind of process. Um, it's another one of those kind of mundane droids to do the work that either gets too tasking, too repetitive for most humanoids that you start kind of wearing out limbs and everything else, or just the fact that um, you're just not able to find workers, so they just start putting a droid in here or there, or eventually it just kind of gets kind of overtaken by having a droid there. Now, one of the things that I do not see listed here is a cost. So let's see if I can look back here. I don't see a cost on Wikipedia as well. I'm going to take a stab in the dark and say that if I was going to sell this to my player characters, probably about 5,000 credits. Um, it might be a little much. It might not be a little much. It's kind of hard to say for sure, but I'm going to say just on an average, maybe about 5,000 credits for this brand new, maybe about 2,500 credits used. And that's just taking a quick stab in the dark. I've, having quite a few sessions of playing over the years, I think that would probably give a very good estimate for a price. Um, it's just one of those things. But with that, we'll just kind of let it go. Thank you so very much for joining me. It's always wonderful having you stop by. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and we will see you in the next video.